Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob, and today I shall be attempting to take one of or a combination of these old taxis and turn it into a bit of a custom lowrider. Now I've done, and I hope you've already seen, a proper taxi restoration a little while ago, and this is what I'm left with, so today's for me. So this is one of three that I did have, and as I mentioned, the one that I actually restored was an absolute basket case. Please do check it out if you haven't already, but you know, these are two others that I've had or have received in the meantime. So the first one there has got a dent in the roof, and this one is missing a base. So I was kind of going to take the good shell with obviously the base from the other car. I have a spare window section from Model Dash Supplies. As you can see, got a crack in both of these screens, and I want this to look good. And I'm going to be using these wheels. Normally I don't show you the wheels straight away, but today I have done a little bit of a different kind of setup, I guess. But yeah, I kind of chose the wheels first and then wanted to try and figure out how to, you know, do the car afterwards. So it was the kind of the wheels really that chose the eventual end for this car. Now normally I skip this and I kind of just show you the end result, but I thought I'll just add it in today. You know, keep it fresh, keep it entertaining. Some people add this in, normally I don't. What I will do is I want to do a series of how-to videos on, and kind of step by step on how I do it. Not necessarily the right way, but it's the way that I do it. And of course I'm sure there are many people that do it slightly different, but ultimately the same result. You know, we take off the heads of these rivets, or I don't even think they're actually rivets. Someone will tell me what the correct name is. We all call them rivets because they look like it and it's easier to say that. As you can see there, I use the 3-in-1 multi-purpose oil to lubricate the hull before I tap it. And as you can see there, I'm constantly kind of cleaning the end of my piece before I tap the hull. So this is normally done off camera, but I thought, why not add it on today? And then I realised I've tapped the wrong car. Of course I want this shell, so I need to do it again. I won't show you again, you know, you've seen it once. So we've got some boiling water and some caustic soda. So I've got the good shell and of course the base from the other car. Reason for putting it into the caustic soda is it did have some overpaint on there, so thought I'd use this to get it off. And I think you can see already that paint is almost off, to be honest. A few more swirls in this solution and it's good enough to pour down the drain. So looking at the base there, looking good. Needs a buff up, but that's easily done later on. And if you can read underneath, Matchbox Series number 20 Chevrolet Impala Taxi, made in England by Lisney. And then the actual main casting now, with the oxidisation that's left behind, but it's got some great detail in this car. You can see there Impala beautiful. Great looking grille. I just love this style of car. You know, I'm a hip hop and rap fan, and you know, I see a lot of these cars, especially the Lowrider, and you know, I just see them in the music videos. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. But using Ella's tool there, I think you'll agree that is looking mighty fine. I was almost tempted to just leave it as it was, but you know, I will do that one day, I promise you. So I'm just going to add on a very lighter than usual coat here with the primer. I'm having a bit of an issue with this can of primer. I'm not sure why. I've never had any issues with this primer before. But yeah, I'm not too sure what his problem was today. It's very hot in my little hobby room. But, you know, in my opinion, that should make it better. Make it flow better. I don't know. So yeah, just a very light singular coat. You know, a light coat for me anyway. I normally put on 2 or 3 kind of passes, but you know, very light today because I'm going to be kind of like loading up the paint, and I'm going to use this TS40 metallic black. It's more of a more on the grey side of things, but it's beautiful. But this is a bit of an experiment, to be honest. If you see in my last video, the BMW E30, I've got these Tamiya clears, red, green, and I want to say blue, and I use the red straight over the like the bare casting, and it looked good, but you could see a lot of the kind of the pits and whatever. So I thought, well, what I'll do then is I'll you know, add this colour here, which is beautiful in itself, but then I'm going to go over with the green clear. And you know, I didn't know whether you could even see it, you know, because I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's just too dark. But that paint, I find, does dry off in like a kind of satin finish, and it needs a clear. So why not use a green clear? And I must admit, it's quite thin, but I do add a little thinner to it. And like I say, this is my first ever attempt at this thing, so I'm seeing this for the first time as you're seeing it now on video, and I think you can see the green really taking effect. Let me turn that off. But anyway, it's the following day, and it has dried. It's not as shiny as I was hoping, but that's fine. I thought I could put a little bit of extra lacquer on that, and you know, I was really liking the kind of the dark colour with the, you know, the flick around with the green. But just polished up the base there, and I think you'll agree it's looking mighty fine, and you can much easier now read underneath. And then start getting a bit of a look on how this is going to go together. So liking a look at that. What you'll find over the next few kind of little clips, I forgot to put on my main, I guess, floodlight, so it's a little bit darker for the next couple of minutes. I do apologise. We've got the interior here. I actually really like the white colour. Inside of this kind of, you know, this flickering green, but yeah, it doesn't need the tow hook, so that's coming off. The window section, although it's brand new, it's not as shiny as I had hoped, so I still give it a go in the pledge solution. But now I'm getting excited. But in order to achieve this, I needed to not butcher, but I had to modify this casting, and in doing so, I'm needing to repaint it. But as you can see there, I've had to basically carve out the inside of the casting using Ella's tool with a little sanding piece there because of the width of the wheels, and I've even kind of shaved down the width of the wheels, try to cut them in as tight as possible. You know, they still turn, but in order to fit in this, yeah, I've needed to kind of take out a couple of millimeters on each side. But I'm just gonna wash up that interior, and like I say, I liked the white interior against the colour of the car, but I had two options: either cut the guy out or paint it. And yeah, quite happy. Just some black trousers, red top, and blonde hair. You know, nothing crazy, nothing special. So now it's dry, and you can see probably the difference in the colour now. I've remembered to turn the light on, and so we got the glass, and obviously I had to repaint the car. And second attempt come out better anyway, so I'm quite glad that I did that. You can still see, I didn't kind of put the green on the inside because you see the difference, but I'm just going to add a few of the details like the front headlights, rear lights, and then I'm going to put it together. So here's a little reminder of a combination of what we started with, and this is the result. Super cool. It looks very dark actually in video, or at least, you know, in this kind of little photo booth that I have. But I'll show you, if you hang around for a few seconds, I'll show you another little video where you can really see the green pop. But I hope you agree, because this is now, I think, my favourite casting. And here's just a little movement. You can see the kind of the dark, and then when you really do get up close, if only my camera would focus, you know, in that light, the green just pops there. You see that? Lovely. Really happy with this one. An experiment in the paint. I like that interior. I think it was great. Really happy. But anyway, I just want to thank my patrons. Please like the video, and thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.